Hey guys, Preston and Matt here with our July video newsletter update for Nomad. And I just wanted to tell you what has been happening this past month, as well as a couple of things we have coming up in July. First of all, we had this great opportunity to host the senior tour from Southeast Christian Church, which is a group of about 50 individuals who came down who wanted to just see some of the ministries that Southeast supports here on this side of the river. And so we somehow fit them all here in the outpost, and we're able to share with them what our ministry is, and we're able to be prayed for by them, and it was a really encouraging time.
Yeah, it was really awesome just to have so many people here filling the space, all who have a heart for local missions and who have a heart to see people just being transformed by Jesus. And you could tell each and every one of them wanted to hear the story about how God was changing the lives of people in the communities around us. And that was just so cool to be able to share some of those stories with them and to be encouraged by them. They were such an encouraging group. We both left that day feeling just so encouraged by the group of people that came down that just were loving on us that day.
It was really cool to see so many people here at the outpost and filling up the space. And it gave us a cool vision, again, for what it might look like to have a lot of people here. We really feel like God is calling us to have a lot of people here from the community. And so if you ever want to come down and spend some time with us, if you haven't been here yet, you weren't able to make it to the open house, we'd love to show you around and kind of share with you the vision that we feel like God has for this place.
Yeah, it's been really cool this month, just this overwhelming sense that God continued to provide new opportunities and to strengthen bonds that we already had in place. So it was really cool, just a way that we were able to connect with our partners this month and go and deepen those relationships. We were able to walk some neighborhoods with some local pastors that we have relationships with. We were part of a festival called For New Albany that was just basically the local church here in the neighborhood, First Church of God, was wanting to reach out to the communities and let everyone know who all was a service provider or a ministry or a nonprofit that is here working in the communities in New Albany that they could receive help and support from or just build a relationship with should their need arise.
We also had this really cool opportunity to partner with New Albany High School. They do a summer program for some incoming freshmen, and they wanted some people to come in and just do a little bit of teaching on some character stuff. So Matt and I had the opportunity to go down a couple of times and talk to the kids about stuff like empathy and compassion and kindness, and really help the kids there get an idea of what it looks like as they grow into adulthood to know how to treat one another.
It is so cool to see how young people are always just soaking up things that people are sharing with them. They're always soaking up so many things that are around them in their environments. And so, we've always felt like God has put in our heart to share the message of what we do with young people. And so this is so cool to be able to partner with these students in that way. Looking forward to the next month, we have our pastor gathering that we host every quarter, and we just ask you to be in prayer for that as we gather together again with the local pastors to find ways in which we can serve one another in the community, and the ways that we can continue to lift up those that are in this community who are hurting and poor and marginalized and who are seeking to move from being passive recipients of the body of Christ to active participants in the body of Christ. So please be in prayer for that. We also are just, be praying as God has continued to provide new relationships, and there's some new things on the forefront that are coming with some possible partnerships, and we'll just be praying about that too.
Matt mentioned the need in this community, and it is amazing. The more and more we get out there, the more massive the need is. So there's always for us, a need for more people who are taking part in the kingdom and what God is doing. And it's awesome to get to know pastors and other church members who are actually already taking part in what God is doing. But, we continue to see every day and encounter people every day who are struggling, who are in need of spiritual encouragement, which of course is what our goal and mission is to bring the gospel to those who are often ignored and marginalized. But there's a host of other organizations who are seeking to help out in material and physical ways to help meet needs of those who are in utter desperation. To that point, you might have read in the news or seen somewhere a local hotel in Clarksville that has actually served as a somewhat of an apartment complex for people who are in a housing emergency. is actually was sold, and they're closing the place down, eventually tearing it down, and about 100 people are going to be displaced, come mid-July. And it's been really cool to see the way community partners are coming together to try to figure out solutions, everything from housing to mental health to case management to utilities, trying to figure out ways to help those who are in this desperate situation.
Yeah, there's so many different groups coming together and working in unity to reach these people. And, we've been blessed to be a part of that. And God provided an opportunity for us to meet face to face with a lot of these families and to talk with them, to pray with some of them, and to be able to connect and see how we can help connect the relationships to organizations to help them. But please be praying for this situation. If you yourself feel like that you can provide some assistance in some way, whether that is financial support, or maybe you're a landlord or a property owner and you think you might have a unique plan that you could help relieve some of the situation, reach out to us and let us know. You guys have our phone numbers and emails, and we'll get you connected to the right organizations where you'll be able to help these families.
It's really a cool opportunity for members of the body of Christ to extend grace and mercy in a helpful way to those who are in need, and to display the care and mercy of Christ.
And guys, as always, we love you and we thank you for your continued prayer and support always.
God bless.